Hey, YouTube and vinyl community and Facebook and anybody that just randomly hopped in. My name is Matt Jensen and I like to collect music. And one of my favorite bands, I've got three favorite bands, the Beatles, the Who, and the Kinks. Now, the Beatles, for my whole life, has taken that honored number one spot. And even if I may not listen to them as much as I do some of the other bands that I love in my top three, um, they kind of by default just get to keep that position for life. But my number two and number three kind of switch back and forth, and this has been going on for several years now. My first episode of my collection series was my Who box sets, vinyl, and CDs. And I thought I would do kind of a companion video to that one where I do the same with my Kinks box sets, vinyl, and CD, and kind of show those off. Now, I guess I started liking the Kinks, probably sometime 25 years ago, when I was kind of wanting something else from the Beatles. You know, the Who and the Kinks and the Rolling Stones were kind of the bands that I gravitated towards. And the Kinks have been one of these groups that have just continued to rise in appreciation. So I'm going to start with the box sets. These are in no particular order. As a matter of fact, they're in no order whatsoever, not chronologically, not alphabetically. Just I had them in a section together, so I just grabbed that and try to make this not too long. So we'll start off with, I guess we'll start off with this. This is the Pie album collection. The Kinks had signed to multiple labels throughout their career, and the first label that they were with was Pie. So here you have basically everything from the Kinks' first album all the way up through Arthur. It also has the Live at Calvin Hall Digipack. Kind of cool. Didn't spend a lot of money for this. It's out of print, but I think it's Japanese. They don't have the OBI strips or anything like that, but I really honestly hadn't seen it before and just kind of stumbled across it. And it's nice. I mean, I have all these albums, so it just, the completest to me just needed it. So that's that. And then this is really cool. This is picture book. This is a 6 CD set that has all hits and outtakes and just pretty much an entire career portfolio, basically, from their British invasion stuff to their music theater 70s period to their stadium rock. And this is out of print as well, and I was lucky to score this because I didn't spend that much for it, but Discogs, it goes for some pretty good coin. And then they started doing these 50th anniversary sets, and the first one I got is the Kinks are the Village Green Preservation Society. And of course, you've got the vinyl, you've got the CD, you've got the book. I mean, this thing is a massive set. I think it's still in print too. But I've had this for, gosh, I think this came out in 2018. So I've had it for 3 or 4 years. So that's that. Now, surprisingly, the next one they did, which was the next 50th anniversary, was Arthur. And just look at the difference in size here. I mean, it's crazy. This one I ordered from their website. This is way out of print. They just there was more demand for what they made out of it. And this has got 4 CDs. It's got 4 7-inch singles. It's got a book, a little badge. Pretty cool. Really glad I have this because this is either my first or second favorite Kinks album. All right. And then they did the same thing with the 50th anniversary of Lola. And once again, the size of this box, it's kind of in between. I think this is still in print, but this has got 3 CDs. It's got a book. It's got a couple different singles. Actually, I got a 3rd single because I ordered this off the Kinks website. If you have ordered off of Amazon, you wouldn't get that. So a little lapel pin. Very cool. Now this is a box set. It's not as tall, but it's got 6 discs, and it's the Live at the it's the Kinks at the BBC. It's a book, but then the CDs are shoved in. But look at all this material. I got this off of Discogs. It's a European product, but the DVD was region free, which is cool, as you can see there. And paid more than, didn't actually buy it off of Discogs, bought it from somebody that I saw selling it on Discogs that was from Germany. But that's probably the most rare one that I have. Great. So those are my Kinks box sets. And as far as I know, those are really the only ones, or the ones of note anyway. I'm really looking forward to the Muswell Hillbillies 50th anniversary. I hope they do it. Ray and Dave have apparently been working on this together, but whether it happens, I don't know. All right, so here are my vinyl. I do believe I have all of their records up through State of Confusion, or I don't, word of mouth. I'm not sure exactly, but I have them all up until like the last three. So we've got Kind of Kinks. That's their second album. This is a reissue, still in the shrink, hype sticker. These 50th anniversary editions are quite nice. This is the first album, The Kinks, which of course has, You Really Got Me. Like I said, these are in no particular order. This is kind of a cool reissue of Everybody's in Showbiz. Got the hype sticker there. This is actually a 3-disc vinyl set. Originally, it was a double vinyl, but this has quite a bit of bonus tracks. And this is a very underrated album. Sitting in My Hotel, Celluloid Heroes. Those two songs, just some of my top. They'd probably both be in my top 10. Schoolboys in Disgrace. This is an original press. Isn't that an awful album cover? Got this at a garage sale for $1. Like pre-2008. Then we've got reissue of Arthur. My lovely wife actually got me an original pressing of this, but I sold it and got this and the repressing of Village Green Preservation Society, which I actually have 2 copies of, because in that big box set there was the same 50th anniversary remaster. So got 2 of those. Kinks Live, The Road. This is kind of their 80s. Yeah, this is actually a late 80s. It's got Think Visual and stuff on it. MCA. Ah, yes. I was so glad to get this. This is the Lost Kinks album. And this has songs that were recorded kind of around the time of, I would say, in between Arthur and Muswell Hillbillies, and just great songs. Till Death Do Us Part, Plastic Man. Some of these appear on various compilations, but just was really happy to find this. Quite rare. The Kinks did not want this. This was like one of those contractual obligation albums that once they had left Reprise and signed with RCA, they kind of just released all these odds and sods. In fact, I love it though. Okay, here we've got an Arista, Give the People What They Want. Their Stadium Rock albums, got a little ring wear there, but vinyl's in great condition. Low Budget, one of my favorite of this Stadium Rock period. Then here's one, like I said, no particular order here. Soap Opera. This was one of his Ray's musical theater-ish ones. State of Confusion. Obviously that was a big hit. Come Dancing. Another one of their early Arista ones. I love this one. Sleepwalker. I'm a sleepwalker. And then you got Life on the Road, Jukebox Music. Really strong album. I believe that was the first with Clive Davis. Ooh, we got the Kink Chronicles. This is a kind of a greatest hits, but it's not really. It's got deep cuts, album tracks, and some like singles and B-sides. It's just a really cool album. It's got really unique track listing, but got to have Kink Chronicles. This is the second of the Arista Misfits. A super strong album too. I've got all of the posters still in here. I mean, original inner sleeve, very good plus. Then you've got the Preservation. This is Act 2. This is a double LP, and then Preservation Act with that great RCA hype sticker there. These are in really good condition too. I'm pretty picky about my Kinks albums because you see a lot. So you see quite a few of these in the wild, but they're usually in such terrible condition. Here's the remastered. This is the new Lola. This once again got the box set, but didn't come with the full proper LP, so I got that. I got the Record Store Day Kinks Percy, which was their soundtrack. I got to show you this. This is pretty cool. This is a picture disc, but look at that. Isn't that rad? Yeah, that was a Record Store Day 2021. And for a picture disc, it sounds pretty damn good. Sounds almost as good as straight up black vinyl. All right. The Kink Controversy is one of the 50th anniversary ones, kind of like the kind of Kinks. And this has a second hype sticker on the back. That's strange. One of their best. Something Else by the Kinks. I mean, David Watts, Death of a Clown, Harry Rag, and then Waterloo Sunset. Many would consider their greatest, not my favorite, but definitely a top 10 for me. Face to Face, love this album, love this cover. Isn't that psychedelic? These two albums are kind of like the Rubber Soul, Revolver, Dandy, Session Man, Holiday in Waikiki, Sunny Afternoon. That's a classic, isn't it? Now here, this is a repressing on 180 gram. I absolutely love Muswell Hillbillies, the most underrated Kinks album. It's either this or Arthur is my favorites. And then I also got the same Coke record reissue. They did these in 08 of Word of Mouth, which I like. I dig this album. Isn't that a terrible cover, though, isn't it? But Do It Again, Living on a Thin Line. So that's my Kinks vinyl. Now, really quickly, I'll show you my CDs. Boom! I got the Lost Kinks album on CD, too. Hell yeah. Hard to find. I got it on vinyl and on CD. The Kinks Phobia. This is their last release. It's good. There's that Kinks The Road, Kinks UK Jive, and Think Visual. These are their penultimate and third to last album. We got Kink Chronicles again. We've got Village Green Preservation Society. We've got Face to Face. We've got Kink Controversy. Something Else. Got a CD copy of Percy. And another CD copy of Lola versus the Power Man and the Money Will Go Round. Arthur. Kinks and Kinda Kinks. I've got the Live at Kelvin Hall also in this, but I have it separately too. Compilation Come Dancing, which I really like. This is the Arista Years fun one. There's Word of Mouth again, and Sleepwalker again, and Low Budget again. I thought I had this on vinyl. I think I do have this on vinyl. I just didn't pull it. This is another live album, One from the Road. I do have this. I just must have left it in my vinyl storage. The Great Misfits, Give the People What They Want. Then I've got some digipacks here. I've got the Soap Opera, Preservation Act 2, Preservation Act 1, Schoolboys in Disgrace, State of Confusion, Everybody's in Showbiz, and then my favorite, Muswell Hillbillies. So let's see if I can turn around here for you and look at, I got a lot of Kink stuff there. Yeah. All stacked up on each other. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to my channel. I want to make it big, guys. I want to go to the top. I want to go to the top of the vinyl community Mount Rushmore. Not really. Once again, it's like you spend all this money, sits on a shelf, good excuse to take it down and dust it off and talk about it a little bit and walk down memory lane. Well, I hope you guys are all doing well. Stay safe, peace and love, and we'll see you next time. Thinking about doing a Rolling Stones collection. Do you like the Stones? I do. Bye-bye.